Namaskaram, the South Indian is here. You know, many say that Modi's charm works like no other. But those who live in South India says, well, we respect him, he's our Prime Minister, but his charm, not really, considering the entire South India is now not ruled, not even one state is ruled by the BJP. But today we saw Modi in Kerala, and that's our top story at this hour, Modi's Kerala outreach. Will it make a difference because he's already sounded the bugle for 2024? Let's debate. Let's look at it. After his visit to Tekinkade in Thrissur at the dawn of 2024, Narendra Modi was in Kerala yet again, giving a fillip for his Kerala campaign 2024. It became more than obvious, starting with his roadshow in Kochi. The atmosphere was electrifying. I'm saying it, I felt it, I saw visuals and I kept staring. Even as Modi proceeded on a 1.5 kilometer roadshow in the city on Tuesday evening. The Kerala trip so far has been a mix of, a bit of devotion and of course dollops of politics. When I say electrifying atmosphere, what I meant was the crowd and many amongst them chanting Jai Shri Ram. This is in Kochi, ladies and gentlemen, not in some North Indian city, no. I'm not even trying to imply that Kerala is less devout, but the sheer frenzy he created seems unparalleled. The message here is the way in which the state BJP unit mobilized the cadre who seem geared up for elections 2024, battle ready as it were. While Modi rode in a jeep, the only man accompanying him was BJP state president K. Surendran. Modi's next stop was Thrissur yet again, where he offered prayer at the famous Lord Krishna Temple in Guruvayur and attended the wedding ceremony of Bhagya, the daughter of actor turned politician Suresh Gopi. Take a look at these wonderful visuals and I'll come back to you. Those are the visuals of Bhagya getting married and actually Narendra Modi presiding over it. You also saw in the visuals Mohanlal, the famous actor, of course, Mammootty was also present. There you see a very, very famous song actually which is played at every South Indian wedding, I presume. Tamil Nadu, it's played, I can hear it in this wedding, which is about happiness, Anandam. That's what it is all about. Anandam means happiness, which all of you there, he is greeting everybody at the Guruvayur temple, giving the blessings to young couples who have gotten married. Now, it is a well-known secret that Suresh Gopi will be the candidate to fight in 2024 from Thrissur, considering one of the key seats of the party is Thrissur. Suresh Gopi readied the ground for his candidature when he took aim at the Pinarayi government and said, and I am quoting him here, that is Suresh Gopi, the bride's father, as it were. If my leaders are ready, I am ready to contest even from Kannur. Victory is not important, but I want to shake their bases in Kannur because they have done that much harm to the people of Kerala. I have been trolled heavily by the paid trollers of this government. I do not care about them. I am repeating my request to the people of Thrissur. I want Thrissur and I am taking Thrissur. That's what Suresh Gopi said. A very big star in Kerala indeed. Now, after the Guruvayur temple, Modi proceeded and offered prayers at the Sri Ramaswamy temple at Tripurayar in Thrissur again. The visit to the Ram temple, of course, gains a lot of significance due to the consecration at the Ram temple in Ayodhya on 22nd January. Devotion done, wedding of Suresh Gopi's daughter done, Modi then returns to Kochi. With the inauguration of a 310-meter dry dock and an international ship repair facility, that is ISRF of Cochin Shipyard Limited or CSL. He also opened an LPG import terminal of the Indian Oil Corporation there. It was the centre's largest on display, as both the projects together cost around 4,000 crores.
Port, शिपिंग और इनलैंड वाटरवेज के सेक्टर में ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस बढ़ाने के लिए पिछले 10 वर्षों में केंद्र सरकार द्वारा अनेक रिफॉर्म्स किए गए हैं। इससे पोर्ट्स में अधिक इन्वेस्टमेंट आया है और ज्यादा एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेट हुआ है। इंडियन सीफेयरर्स उससे जुड़े जो नियम थे उसमें किए गए रिफॉर्म्स की वजह से पिछले 10 साल में इंडियन सीफेयरर्स की संख्या में 140% की वृद्धि हुई है। देश के भीतर वाटरवे के उपयोग से अब पैसेंजर और कार्गो ट्रांसपोर्ट में नई तेजी आई है। साथियों, जब सबका प्रयास होता है तो परिणाम और बेहतर मिलते हैं। बीते 10 वर्षों में हमारे पोर्ट्स ने डबल डिजिट एनुअल ग्रोथ हासिल की है। 10 वर्ष पहले तक हमारे पोर्ट्स पर शिप्स को लंबा इंतजार करना पड़ता था, उनको अनलोड करने में बहुत टाइम लगता था। अब स्थितियां पूरी तरह बदल चुकी है। आज भारत शिप टर्न अराउंड टाइम में दुनिया के कई विकसित देशों से भी आगे निकल चुका है।
And then the meeting with booth level workers, which is actually the strength of the BJP. No other party does booth level management better than the Bharatiya Janata Party. So the meeting with booth level workers cemented Modi's attempt to enthuse the state BJP workers. What a whirlwind of a tour that was indeed. So will Modi's charisma work wonders on Kerala, a state which has never given the BJP any kind of a space? Should Pinarayi Vijayan be worried after the Modi blitzkrieg? Let's debate. Let me get you all the experts. Right now on the screen, Vinita Hariharan, who is a spokesperson for the BJP Kerala, is here. We shall also be joined by other guests, but the other guest is also, who's present right now, is Anand Kochukudi, who's a senior journalist. I guess these two guests are with us, right? All right. So let me just start with Anand here. Anand and Vinita, very, very warm welcome to both of you. Anand, my first question is to you. You know, so much of an effort, really whirlwind. You know, Thrissur, we saw him. He started the new year by going there. He spoke about Nari Shakti. He spoke about, you know, how there is politicking over Thrissur Puram, then looting of state-controlled temple treasures, triple talaq, gold smuggling. He spoke about the strength of the women, etc., etc. Do you think, let's be honest, you know, because as journalists we know that things can change anytime. Do you think Modi is absolutely on the right track and maybe making a great difference or an impact on Kerala? Anand Kochukudi.
Yeah, I would say that the Prime Minister has actually been seeing Kerala, you know, he has been, concentrating on Kerala because he's been visiting the state. It's the second visit in a fortnight. So you can see how important Kerala and specifically Thrissur, the Lok Sabha constituency, is to the BJP. And this is one state, Kerala is one state where the BJP has never won a Lok Sabha seat. And even in the case of assembly constituencies, it has just won in one seat in 2016, which it couldn't retain in 2021. But the Prime Minister does have a lot of appeal in Kerala, which the Kerala BJP, doesn't seem to know that much about. the Kerala BJP is full of leaders with less mass appeal. I mean, they don't have that kind of mass appeal that their counterparts in the UDF and the LDF might have, or the acceptability, the mass appeal, the acceptability, the bipartisan acceptance. So, but the Prime Minister, when he comes down from Delhi, the Prime Minister eclipses all that. He transcends all that. He doesn't seem like he's he has any difficulty in connecting with the Kerala voter.
All right.
Earlier, people seem to think that because the Prime Minister doesn't speak, the Prime Minister speaks predominantly in Hindi, so he may not appeal so much as he does appeal in the Hindi belt to states like Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Yeah. But that has changed quite a bit.
All right. So, you are saying that he's been able to make a connect. I'm going to Vinita ji. Tell me something, Vinita, why is it that, like Anand just now said, it is only the first ever seat that the BJP got in Kerala was in 2016. I mean, the BJP failed to open its account, whether you look at 2019 and the 2021 state elections also. Now, this is despite, the high minority population. There are 27% Muslims or thereabout and 18% Christians. Why is it that the BJP so far has failed in attracting the Hindu voters?
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on the show. Coming straight to your question of, why BJP has not been able to make a dent in the Kerala voter base, so to speak. But I think it's not correct to say like that, because we haven't won any seats, but at the same time, we've also increased our vote share. It's about 16% vote share now. So, which is like about, say, 1 in 3. I think,
all right, I think we're having some
progress, okay. And you know how Kerala is supposed to be.
There was some problem with your audio, Vinita. I'm sorry. Sorry to interject you like that, but we had a problem with your network, Vinita. Can I come back to you, please?
Okay, now. Yeah, sure. All right.
Speak. Maybe you're on. Speak. Let's speak.
Okay.
Speak, Vinita. Go on.
So I was just mentioning that, yeah. So I was just mentioning that, it wouldn't be completely correct to say that we haven't made a dent, because the vote share has increased substantially, and now it's about 16% is the vote share. But I agree, we haven't won any seats. But at the same time, you have to understand that Kerala is a very extremely a kind of rigid voter base, and a very, very they're very comfortable in their zone when it comes to voting. So it's been the UDF and the LDF constantly taking alternate positions in the the power circle, so to be. Therefore, it's very difficult to come out of that syndrome. And also, it's an
I think I'm so sorry, you need to please, Vinita, check your network. I'm going to the other guest who's on the screen right now. This is Gokul Chandran, who's with us, Lieutenant Commander, of course, retired Gokul Chandran, who's a political analyst. Gokul, hi, good to see you. Gokul, traditionally, if you look at Kerala, one party is more Hindu-centric, for a rough kind of, the LDF, and the other one is more for the minorities, do you think that Modi, with young leaders like Anil Antony and also former Kerala Congress leaders like Victor T. Thomas, do you think Modi really has a very strong chance? I mean, look at the crowds today, even, in Kochi or Thrissur. Last time, the kind of, if you can see those visuals on the screen, I mean, look at that. Look at that. I mean, that's like, because of course, he has a charm like that wherever he goes. But this is Kochi, I say. This is not some place in Uttar Pradesh or Madhya Pradesh or even Rajasthan. Gokul, please go ahead and respond.
Yeah, Sudha, see, first of all, when you have taken the name of Anil Antony as one of the leaders of BJP Kerala, and you couldn't go beyond that, you know where Kerala BJP stands. Because you can't go beyond Anil Antony and Victor Thomas. And as far as the prime ministers are concerned, whenever any prime minister comes to India, I have seen right from Rajiv Gandhi ji, Narasimha Rao ji, Manmohan Singh ji, Vajpayee ji, when all these people come to Kerala, the welcome they get, the warmth they get from the public is extraordinary. You might know, beyond political lines, they cut across political lines, and that's the warmth the prime ministers of India get in Kerala. I think it is always there in most of the states, especially in Kerala. The crowd is always there. Crowd is always enthusiastic to welcome a prime minister of Indian nation. The other thing is that don't go by the crowd, Sudha. Recently, when Sunny Leone had visited Kochi, we had more crowds. So don't go by the crowds.
But that is what is also said about Rahul Gandhi. You know, that people come to see him, they may not vote for him.
True. Exactly. I agree. Totally, I agree, Sudha. Don't go by the crowds. During last 2021 elections, when Sri Rahul Gandhi and Srimati Priyanka Gandhi, they held a road show. The crowd was so amazing, right? From Thrissur to Kayankulam, I remember they did a road show. And I thought we are going to win each and every seat of that region, but it didn't happen.
So, Ajit Lawrence, senior journalist, sorry Gokul for that, Ajit Lawrence, senior journalist has also joined us. But guys, I have to take a short break. Please don't go away anywhere. I'm coming right back. The South Indian is here.
$392 pillars, 44 doors. Prime Minister prays ahead of the big moment. Special rituals in Ayodhya. All eyes on Ram Lala.
पूरी दुनिया उत्सुकता के साथ 22 जनवरी के ऐतिहासिक क्षण का इंतजार कर रही है.
Pran Pratishtha. Rolling coverage. Only on News9 Live.
So here we are, the South Indian is here. We are doing this. Modi's Kerala outreach, will it really work? Will all his efforts of doing these whirlwind tours, part of his devotion? He went to Guruvayur, he also went to Sri Ramaswamy Temple, and also part politics. Will this cocktail work for him and the BJP in the impending 2024? Let me now go to Ajit Lawrence, who is just joined us. Ajit, hi, welcome to the show. Ajit, do you think that Modi is on the right track? Because, you know, there have been, of course, prime ministers like Gokul Chandran said, many have visited, but this kind of frenzy, and look at it, you know, there is one thing about Modi is, wherever he comes, he tries to, you know, kind of deliver something there. You know, a wedding happens, then he goes and, you know, 4,000 crores projects are announced, he meets his cadre for the booth level management, etc., etc. Do you think Modi will bring the change in Kerala? The BJP will get a chance in Kerala, Ajit Lawrence?
No chance, because as Mr. Govildhan said, there is not any roadshow that is being conducted by any prime minister in Kerala. It is unlikely for the BJP prime minister to get any doors opened in Kerala, because, as you know, Suresh Gopi is a very great actor in Kerala, but he has got a fan space in Kerala, but that doesn't turn around as a vote when it comes in election contest. Because last year itself, Suresh Gopi in Thrissur has almost harnessed around 293,000 votes. Okay. But still he was defeated by Mr. Congress candidate, what's his name?
Doesn't matter, go on.
He was defeated still. See, the thing is, all these shows, the people that have gathered, as you said, as you mentioned in Kochi, the people who gathered in there to receive Prime Minister are not the voters in exactly in any per se constituency.
All right, but you know what, when Ajit, I'm sorry, but when we journalists even wrote a copy, we said huge crowds, or we said was very thinly populated, there was hardly any crowd. We usually equated crowd with the popularity of a person. And Dira film, Laletan was also there, by the way, at the Guruvayur temple. One of my favorite actors. I was smiling therefore. Mammootty, all of them are there. I know that people may come to see them, but at the end of the day, one cannot possibly, take away Modi's popularity. I'm going to come to all of you and speak about why not. If you feel no, then why not? Vinita, I want to ask you something. The BJP Christian outreach, meeting bishops, meeting other bishops, particularly from the Christian community. And also, correct me if I am wrong, you have a very, very large network of RSS shakas in Kerala. It is so visible now. But still, what is it that you are not able to actually break the jinx, as it were? So maybe it's a dichotomy. On the one hand, Prime Minister meets with bishops. On the other hand, there are these shakhas coming up. I mean, if you have this kind of schizophrenic strategy, don't you think that that's really going to be counterproductive, Vinita?
No, absolutely not. As you know, it's a secular society, so we have religions of all kinds. So if RSS shakhas come and we also do the Christian outreach, it's only symbolizing or personifying secularism and the acts of secularism. So it's an inclusive agenda. It's a sabka saath, sabka vikas, sabka prayas. And as you said, the road show was actually proof of the fact that Modi's guarantee, as he said, Modi would a guarantee of the schemes that he's done on the ground, that's actually taking effect. It's not like what was there 5 years back or 10 years back. People have actually started feeling the impact of these welfare programs and the infrastructure development that he's brought into Kochi, especially to Kochi, the port city, as well as to Trivandrum as well, to the capital city of Trivandrum. It's a slew of infrastructure projects, slew of welfare schemes that he's brought in. And, so the myth is broken that it's the Kerala government or it's the Pinarayi Sarkar which is bringing it in. They all know that the funds are with the central government, the budget is with the central government, the intent is with the central government under Modi's electrifying leadership.
Fine.
So that was the proof that you saw on the road show yesterday.
Okay. Anand, tell me something. You, amongst both the journalist or political analyst, is the only one who says that he does have charisma. I mean, this is going to have an impact. If you think it is going to, would you attribute it to the anti-incumbency that Pinarayi faces today? Look at it. All these are, of course, in the realm of allegations. Ladies and gents, I'm not saying it. There is, you gold smuggling case, right? Also, the alleged his daughter is involved apparently in a lot of scam. There was, there are a string of scams. Also, Pinarayi's style of functioning now. He takes on the center, all right, but even within the government, things are not very hunky-dory, as it were. The Congress is seen to be in a state of shambles. The only name we hear again and again is Shashi Tharoor. Apart from that, everyone else, Ramesh Chennintala said the other day that there is internal dissent. Do you think, are these the reasons why Modi can make a change, or do you think, no, Modi has individual charisma? Anand.
No, I actually believe that Narendra Modi has had, enjoys this kind of charisma in Kerala, and he has enjoyed that forever. But the BJP failed to understand that the state BJP failed to tap into that. That's what I feel. And as I said initially, the state BJP leaders, they are not cut off the same cloth. They don't stand a chance, or they are not on the same plane when it comes to comparisons with Narendra Modi. They don't stand a chance. They don't have mass leaders in Kerala. So, but Narendra Modi, despite whether he's a prime minister or not, he does have a lot of appeal, and especially being the prime minister and his visits in the last fortnight, the 2 visits, it actually created a lot of impact. But then these visits are designed to win Lok Sabha seats in Kerala. It has nothing to do with the assembly elections. And in the case of Lok Sabha elections, BJP is looking at 3-4 seats very closely. Thrissur, of course, there is Pathanamthitta, there is Thiruvananthapuram, and there is Attingal. And
it's time for me, guys, it's time for me to take a break. And Anand, after I take a break, ladies and gents, I'll come back, speak to my friend Gokul and also to Ajit Lawrence. Stay with us. The South Indian is going to just come back in a jiffy. Namaskaram.
Bangalore traffic is an example of something that has gone wrong with our system.
We have more than 50 flyovers in Bangalore city. If flyover is a solution to traffic problem, Bangalore should not have traffic problem.
According to TomTom Traffic Index 2022, Bangalore is ranked as the second worst city in the world when it comes to traffic.
The speed limit at the ORR is 80 kilometers per hour, but our vehicle has only moved 10 kilometers per hour.
What Bangalore needs is a surgery, but what we have been offered repeatedly are band-aids.
Only on the world's first news OTT. News9 Plus, ahead of the curve.
It was my 14th birthday.
On birthday, daughter waits
home missing father.
He was carrying a cake for his daughter.
49-year-old Birmingham-based
Indian diplomat vanishes.
He was grabbed and bundled into a car by 4 assailants.
KLA claims responsibility demands Kashmiri separatists.
Maqbool Bhatt's release.
Goli maro, aur phek do.
And within 3 days, they shot him dead.
Abducted diplomat.
Found murdered in Leicestershire.
I said, who ordered to kill him? To me, he said, yes, I ordered it.
And he never came home.
Stop searching. Start streaming. Download the world's first news OTT. News9 Plus, ahead of the curve.
Why is the state not looking at putting an embargo on that?
And the state has not been able to handle that part of its own responsibilities.
It's not the fiefdom of politicians. They owe it to the people.
Everybody is as good a citizen as we.
As a Telangana person, I will not accept his leadership.
What was worrying was the stories that were coming from the Congress that there was internal sabotage.
You can't straight away give 12%. There is no provision.
Exactly.
You need to do a lot of other things.
Yeah, just because they are tribal, everyone does it.
Wait.
That's my problem. How do ordinary folks deal with this? Think about it. Welcome back. The South Indian is here as promised, and we are discussing, I beg your pardon, Modi's Kerala outreach. Let me go to Gokul Chandran. You know, Gokul Chandran, we know that we can't say the BJP has done wonders, etc., etc. We all accept it is just a leg in. After all, you know, they got a high vote share, if you look at it very, but then they don't have a presence in Kerala, as is obvious, much like Tamil Nadu. But, you know, off late one has seen that the BJP in Kerala has been getting a support from the upper class Nair community. And also, you know, that's because they had an alliance, I think, in 2015 with the BDJS, and also the Irava voter base has come to them. Do you think that can create some kind of magic? Because Gokul, you are right. Yours is the only state where polarization does not work. This Hindi, this Bajrang Bali and all this is not going to work. Although he very smartly went to the Srirama temple today in Kerala. So, do you think that will help BJP to a great extent?
Sudha, see, after Mr. Modi became the Prime Minister, we had the 2016 state elections, we had the 2019 Lok Sabha election and 2021 state elections again.
Right.
And each and every time Modi was there, BJP was doing the same tricks, trying the same tricks, but then finally we know it didn't work actually. Because the people doesn't vote in that manner. The people of Kerala doesn't vote in that particular old school fashion. They have a particular ideology. They have their heart at some place and they generally go by that. See, when you talk about development, in 2016 when Mr. Ummanchandi was facing the election, By then we had a seaport in Viljam, we had airports, we had the metro in Cochin, but still people defeated him. They defeated UDF because generally what people say here is, so what? It is your duty to give us all this, but then we will vote as per our wish according to that trending situation. So you cannot take past glory, you cannot take the Idaba, Nair equations and go into an election. If that is the case, UDF would have won each and
but
every
the thing
election
is that him meeting the bishops, I am taking that question to Ajit Lawrence.
Ajit
Lawrence,
because
Modi goes and you know that after it could be a fallout of what happened in Goa and what did not happen in Manipur. So that's a big question there where the Prime Minister did not make a visit. But then he's meeting the bishops. Ajit Lawrence, he is making the efforts, right? Old things do not stay. Like Gokul Chandran said, the Keralites will vote with their heart and all that. But give me one solid reason, because he is not speaking about polarization, Ajit Lawrence. He is not saying Hindu ne ye kiya, Hindu ne wo kiya. He is generally speaking overall about development, about triple talaq, which has actually, according to him, emancipated women. Still, why do you think that Modi's roadshow will come a cropper, Ajit Lawrence?
Because you must understand that in Kerala, people have every conscious that Modi is a Hindutva brand. He is not secular. He is a Hindutva brand. And it is very evident that he is a proponent for Hindutva country, that he does not address at Manipur at all. And you know that northeastern states are all filled with majority of Christian various denominations. But in that sense, if he doesn't address what happens in Manipur, it definitely affects only Kerala, because Keralites are in a socio-political ambience wherein all the communities are mingled with each other. Compiling only a Hindu vote will never make a candidate win over an election in Kerala. That is the prime reason for any road shows that cannot materialize in Kerala by Hindutva led by Narendra Modi ji. That is one of the reasons.
Okay.
That is one of the reasons. And then again, I have been listening to your question that was given to Mr. Gogul Chand. See, you must understand, you have come to a particular point. Why not this BDJS and the Nair community join together to make Hindutva a vote share to win the election? See, you must understand this.
That's what I'm trying to do, sir. I'm trying to understand. Anand, let me have you on the screen now. Anand, tell me something that, they say both Gokul and Ajit have said, no way, Kerala doesn't vote like that. But we have seen in the past, Karnataka, what happened? BJP was, ruling under Baswaraj Bommai. The Congress came, D.K. Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah, the kind of things that they announced, the guarantees they announced, people voted for them. You see, the thing is, you can't say that people will not just vote for the BJP in Kerala, because Modi is a brand Hindutva. Do you agree with that, Anand? Because I think every election people grow up, new voters come, old voters go. It's a cycle. No, Anand?
Yes, and Prime Minister Modi's visits in the last fortnight, it's designed to win the Thrissur seat primarily. And the BJP does have a great chance of winning Thrissur because they have a very good candidate in Suresh Gopi. Suresh Gopi is not just an actor. He has been camping. He has been camping in the constituency for the last 5 years after losing the seat after losing in 2019, and he has got a good rapport with the church. The Archbishop of Thrissur, Andrews Tarath, is seemingly very close to Suresh Gopi and not very averse to voting for, the BJP. And the people of Thrissur, they understand that the BJP does have a good chance of coming back. Modi does have a good chance of coming back in 2024. So if Suresh Gopi does win from Thrissur, they might have a minister in their constituency. So it's a very different election from 2019 when Sabrimala and a lot of other things dominated and people expected Rahul Gandhi to become Prime Minister. People of Kerala voted for Congress in 2019 expecting Rahul Gandhi to become Prime Minister. Rahul Gandhi contesting from Wayanad also played a part. While in this election, the momentum is not so much with the Congress because they haven't won in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, and the people of Thrissur, they seem to have come to a conclusion that.
I have 3 minutes
yes.
left, Anand. With your permission, if I can go to Vinita, who's been silent for the longest time. Vinita, your response,
Sure.
please, to saying that that it can never work. Of course, Anand is being very practical and balanced, but two of my friends, Ajit as well as Gokul Chandran, are saying, no way, Kerala is far too secular to give BJP a chance.
No, as I said, the secularism is quite intact in our ethos and the way we've been exemplifying it also. And, to speak of what the way Anand left about Suresh Gopi, in one of our Christian outreaches, we met a father of a church. He said, if somebody like Suresh Gopi, who has such a drive for outreach and drive for charity and drive to serve the community, joins the BJP, there must be something in BJP for Suresh Gopi to join the BJP. So therefore, the merit of the BJP is being discerned increasingly by the voter base in Kerala. And you can see, and we think that, we hope that with the the strength shown in the road show is symbolic of the outcome in 2024 surely, and we know that the voters are now more and more discerning and they are aware about the programs and schemes that Modi has brought in, Modi ji has brought into the country, and it has actually benefited the people of Kerala because we have statistics and figures that we've been constantly giving out to the people about how the the impact has been in Kerala too of the welfare schemes, of the infrastructure development, and the port development which he spoke about. He rose above partisan politics, he rose above religion, he spoke about infrastructure, he spoke about development, which is what actually sells with the people of Kerala, which is what actually people of Kerala need. And they've understood that the Pinarayi Vijayan Sarkar is absolutely broke.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm sorry, but I have a time limit and I have to wind up the show. But I like this show today very much because it's such a balanced thing. Anand, spoke, he said, let's get real, there is a balance. And Modi, you never know, could be the man who could change things in Kerala. You're of course a party spokesperson. And Gokul Chandran and Ajit Lawrence were on one side and said, there is no way that Narendra Modi can get a leg in. So it's very balanced, this is exactly what the people of Kerala have been thinking. Also people in Tamil Nadu, that's what makes us the South Indians so interesting at the end of the day. So thank you very much, Anand. Thank you, Vinita. It was a pleasure. Thank you, Ajit Lawrence. Thank you, Gokul. It's always a pleasure to speak with you. Thank you indeed. And the South Indian will take a short break and of course come back, just let's say 3 seconds. Don't go away. So the South Indian is back, I promised, and this is what we are actually discussing. Policeman suspended in Haveri rape case. Horrific it is. But then I think that the updates make for a lot of sense. On Tuesday, Karnataka police suspended a circle inspector and a police constable on charges of dereliction of duty, which basically I know but it means when you don't perform your duties, in connection with the alleged gang rape case in Haveri in Karnataka. 8th of January will go down in Karnataka's history as one of the worst days when a Muslim woman and her Hindu man friend were assaulted by a group of men soon after they had checked into a lodge in Haveri. Even as they were abused and kicked, as the attackers assumed the role of vigilantes, moral policing, they later dragged the woman out of the room. During the woman's first interaction with the police and the registering of the FIR, she said only about the way the men had barged into the room and misbehaved with her and also her man friend. But later she alleged that she was gang raped. And it was only then that the police registered a gang rape case under section 376D. It's been almost 10 days, ladies and gentlemen, to one of the most heinous crimes in Karnataka, and the police has now swung into action and suspended a constable for failing to collect information in advance about the crime and the inspector for the delay in filing the first information report. The victim, or should I say the survivor, is under severe trauma, both physical and mental, as she struggles with stomach aches and worse is that the district has no medical facility. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah visited Haveri on Monday and gave an assurance that all the necessary steps will be taken to punish the perpetrators of the alleged crime. But it's very strange. He decided not to meet the woman, the survivor. The one question which keeps coming up in this case is the police's role. Why didn't the victim inform the police about the alleged gang rape when she had visited the police station the first time? Lack of trust on the part of a woman who had gone through a horrific act? Was there a woman constable present at the station, if at all? What made the woman to suppress her terrible situation? And keeping that in mind, it only seems right that 2 policemen have been suspended for dereliction of duty. You know, it's time for me to go, but after this show, that is a South Indian, there is a documentary that you should not be missing. Every Indian dreams of a better life outside India, but there are lots of cases where because of coercion, because they are innocent, a lot of them adopt illegal methods to enter countries like Canada, the US, etc., etc. Watch this documentary to know more about this issue. And meanwhile, the South Indian says, Namaskaram, Vanakkam.
you.